Hi, welcome to Sync. We heard the feedback. It's bi-weekly news show where we give you a TLDR, no BS recap of what's been going on in the gaming industry from March 24th through the 27th of 2020. As always, the bar on the bottom of your screen will fill as each story progresses, so feel free to skip around. All the timestamps along with the sources are in the description, and my name is MikeyDood. Let's get started. Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Deep State plus the return of Sam Fisher. Ghost Recon Breakpoint received a new update this week entitled Deep State. The second update of the yearly pass comes with a new class, gameplay mode, and the return of the legendary Sam Fisher. In a crossover of sorts between Ghost Recon and Splinter Cell, the Master Spy returns to assist the player in the new expansion, along with the new classes and a new immersive gameplay setting that removes the gear stats and turns Breakpoint into a more classic Ghost Recon experience. The game is free this weekend to celebrate. NHL broadcasting simulated games to make up for canceled events. After the cancellation of the rest of the NHL season, one fan took it upon himself to start broadcasting the canceled games on Twitch using NHL 20. The newly minted Ice Tilt League is streaming what each day would have for games over on Twitch. Electronic Arts have joined in on the fun, hosting their own highlights and scores. Both seem set up to finish out the season, and maybe we'll see some clips on ESPN. Half-Life Alyx Review Roundup. The VR masterpiece Half-Life Alyx released to a critical acclaim this week, sitting at a strong 92 out of 100. Alyx is receiving praise for its elaborate environments and fluid mechanics. Some faults yet lie within the game's pacing and focus on puzzle solving over combat. It soared to the crown of VR titles to own despite these shortcomings. Now, no spoilers, but the ending credits hold a juicy clip for any longtime Half-Life fan. We here at Sync can't wait to see what's next for Valve. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 preview image and dev announcement. GSC Game World, developers of the S.T.A.L.K.E.R series, have finally released a screenshot of S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, their highly anticipated follow-up to S.T.A.L.K.E.R Call of Pripyat from 2010. No word on when this new game would be released, but as a version of it has already been shelved and they are now sharing media from the game, we can only assume it's coming in the very near future. Blizzard gives out free content for Heroes of the Storm and StarCraft 2. Presumably in response to the COVID-19 crisis, Blizzard has made a number of elements of their game StarCraft 2 and Heroes of the Storm free to play. Specifically, in Heroes of the Storm, Blizzard has made all heroes free to play until April 2nd. The last time they've done this was for 2019 BlizzCon. And in StarCraft 2, Blizzard has lifted the free player level cap on all co-op commanders until April 2nd. Panzer Dragoon Remake details original composer coming back. Forever Entertainment released a neat bit of information around the Panzer Dragoon Remake this week on their Twitter page. The original series composer Saori Kobayashi is returning as the arranger for the new soundtrack being recorded. Alongside this announcement, a tweet from user Benjamin confirmed that you'll be able to switch between the original music and the arranged versions composed by Kobayashi-san. This is great news for the fans of the original game, which only saw a release on the Dreamcast and original Xbox. Resident Evil 3 fully leaked. Resident Evil 3 has had its street date broken, and full playthroughs of the game have leaked out far before the game's official release. Word on Reddit is that copies leaked from France, though there appears to be no verification of that from any publications. Either way, we present this to you so that you can take cover from any spoilers, as we know Resident Evil 3 Remake has been a highly anticipated title for many. Leaked PlayStation Plus games for April. Thanks to a mistake from PlayStation UK, the free April games for PlayStation Plus seemingly have been revealed as Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and Dirt Rally 2.0. These are both substantial titles, with Uncharted 4 being the most recent full game to release from Naughty Dog, and Dirt Rally 2.0 being the newest entry in the franchise from developer Codemasters. Sony seems to have our quarantines covered with some good free games this month. Sony throttles download speed in Europe due to COVID-19. Sony has slowed download speeds in Europe in order to help ease the stress on the networks by working with internet providers. This is similar to actions many other companies such as Google have taken to help ease network stress as more and more people stay at home and consume more and more media. Sony's Jim Ryan assured players that they would still experience robust gameplay in a blog post to the PlayStation website. Konami denies Silent Hill rumors. Recent Silent Hill rumors involving Kojima Productions returning for Silent Hills and a reboot involving members of Team Silent have been officially denied. A Konami US rep stated to rely on horror. We're aware of all the rumors and reports, but can confirm they are not true. I know it's not the answer your fans may want to hear. However, it wasn't completely bad news, as the rep went on to state, it's not to say we are completely closing the door on the franchise, just not in the way it is being reported. There could be a future for the Silent Hill franchise, but as of today, we aren't sure what they exactly could be. Scarlet Spear Warframe release. The Warframe expansion Scarlet Spear, which was released this week, brings some big updates to the game. game, including the first new raid since their removal in 2015. With the task of joining up with the flotilla, players will engage in both ground assaults and the new Murex raid battles. The developers highlighted that only coordinated squads can suppress the Sentience incursion. An event is also going on to celebrate this new release, and details can be found on their site. Scarlet Spear is the first expansion in Warframe's new Revised, with more changes coming throughout the year. Next-gen VR headset partnership between HP, Valve, and Microsoft. A surprise announcement of a next-generation VR headset dubbed Reverbed G2 hit the Steam store this week, alongside a press release from HP detailing the new product as a venture between HP, Valve, and Microsoft. The headset looks pretty similar in other designs, but promises big technological advancements. The partnership is not the first time Microsoft and Valve have crossed paths, as Gaben left Microsoft to found Valve back in the day. While not much else is known about this lightweight new headset, details are sure to come. Saints Row 4 re-elected on the Switch. Switch owners get a treat at the presidential life as Saints Row 4 re-elected releases today, March 27th. A remastered version of the quirkiest Saint Row game, the story takes place in a simulated world that holds the player hostage. As a president of the United States, it's your job to break out and free humanity. This title holds a special place in the franchise for its game-altering abilities and insane weapons like the dubstep cannon. Even though it's a bit late to the party, for anyone who hasn't played this, now is a great opportunity to do so. Outer Wilds Steam release trailer. Publisher Annapurna Interactive's spacefaring RPG Outer Wilds is coming to Steam June 18th as per a new trailer. The game originally came out in May of 2019 on both Xbox One and PC, where it was an Epic Games Store exclusive. Outer Wilds later made its way to PlayStation 4 in October, but its PC exclusivity window remained a mystery. Now, slightly over a year after its initial PC release, Steam players will finally get their chance to check out the game. Open RTC 2 0.2.5 release. The fan-made conversion of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, called Open RCT 2, released a new update this week. This mod is a full conversion of the original game engine to a built-from-scratch and modern engine. Its goal is to fix long-standing bugs similar to the Open Age of Empires port that exists. This release came with a ton of bug fixes and improvements for multiplayer. It's a neat mod, but it does require an original copy of the game to provide the assets. Case between Crytek v Cloud Imperium finished and settled. Crytek, developer of CryEngine, and Cloud Imperium, developer of Star Citizen, have been involved in a legal battle since 2017, and just recently, this case was seemingly settled. It appears that it was decided against Crytek as they instigated the lawsuit, and it can now no longer be retired at the same level. The case at its core was about Cloud Imperium using CryEngine in the single-player component of Star Citizen as well as Star Citizen, usage which Crytek did not agree that they licensed. We will keep viewers updated on this case as it progresses. The Wonderful 101 Remastered Platinum Games. After a successful Kickstarter back in February, a trailer for the Wonderful 101 Remastered released this week. The Wonderful 101 first launched on the Wii U from developer Platinum Games. This might explain why it went more under the radar than other Platinum Games titles like Bayonetta, which shares a similar fast-paced action style. The Wonderful 101 looks like a load of hack and slash fun and something to keep an eye out for. The game will be released on the Switch, PS4, and PC sometime in the future. Manhunt 3 website updated. A website with the domain manhunt3.com was updated recently. It is indeed owned by Take-Two Interactive, though this is a step often taken by companies in order to not have customers confused by other products or companies possibly attempting to latch onto the Manhunt brand. Take this with a grain of salt, as many of these website back-end based leaks are often bogus, but we just love the idea of a Manhunt 3 so much we had to present it. Alright everyone, that's Sync for the 24th through the 27th of March 2020. If you haven't subscribed yet but you'd like to, you know exactly where that button is. Lastly, let us know what you've been playing in the comments. Once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week here at Sync.